Hello, welcome to my comparison between the Little Robot 3 Connect and the Little Robot 4. Why I'm making the comparison with the Connect and not the Opener? Well, because in my opinion, it's fair to compare two units that work with Wi-Fi, because the Opener is practically the same than this, but it doesn't work with Wi-Fi, so that's why. But it's practically, mechanically, it's the same. So the first thing I'm going to show you is the interior. As you can see, the Little Robot 3 features a black rubber button with the screen here and this shield that is separated, and sometimes it gets loose, sometimes, not always. And this is how you can see the structure of the interior. And this is the new Little Robot 4. You can see it's a much better interior. It's been improved. There's no separation here, so no any part here loose. And the color is different too. And this part, for example, here, it doesn't have this here. It doesn't have like a separation. So it's not a problem when you're empty the little box. Unlike the Little Robot 3 Connect, you have this piece here separated. So when you do the empty to clean the globe, and then you do the rotation back into position, there's a lot of little hiding here that goes directly to the bottom. So that's not very convenient. But that doesn't happen with this one. When you empty this one, it really empties. So I mean, there's nothing left here. So that's one thing. Another thing is the opening. You can see the opening here is kind of small, but here the opening is larger, and it doesn't have anything but the top, the bonnet. In the case of the Little Robot 3, there's the opening here, but you can see the night light here, which it's not very good location for the night light. So that's another difference. And one thing that is obvious is the entry. This is the entry, like an oval shape. And this is a much wider round entry, which makes a good unit for cats that are large or that are kind of shy. It's wider, it's better. And one thing it's very important to mention here is the Little Robot 3 works basically with a weight sensor located at the bottom. And that's how it activates when it feels the presence of a cat inside or either stepping here. It's the same, it activates with that, with the weight there. But this one, it has 3 sensors here. And not only that, but the night lights are here. Instead of over there, they're here. So talking about the sensors, these 3 sensors are like a type of curtain sensors that any movement that they detect, it activates the little robot. You see, already activated, you just reset. So that's very good feature because it means that when cats jump there, either stepping or jumping, the unit will activate no matter what. And also works for kittens weighing over 3 pounds, unlike this one that only works with kittens weighing over 5 pounds. Another difference is the entry here. is lined with rubber and with this type of lip, rubber lip. And sometimes when people put the fans here over time, this gets loose. Not really a problem for me because this has never detached when it's in rotation, but some people experience that. And in this case, nothing, no rubber, nothing, just the fans that goes snapped here, very easily to install. That's another difference. And what else? Oh, the control panel. You have to kind of lean over to press the buttons, either reset, empty, cycle, or power when you don't use obviously the app. But here it's located at the top, the same buttons: power, clean and cycle, reset, empty, and Wi-Fi. And you can see all the buttons share the same light bar. I like here, it's kind of one light for each stage of the clean and cycle or ready mode. So that's another thing. I want to show you the shape of the glove. You can see this is more like spherical, leaving this gap here between the bonnet and the glove. But here, the glove doesn't create a gap between the glove and the bonnet. It's perfectly sealed, unlike this one. You can even put your fingers here. That's another difference. One thing I forgot to mention is, even though this has a weight sensor at the bottom, and this one has the same sensor, it has two types of sensor: the carton sensor, this one, at the bottom, another weight scale type sensor. That it's a smart sensor. Why it's a smart? Because every time a cat uses the little box, that weight sensor records the last weight detected, which means it helps you to determine what cat used the little box the last, and that shows in the app. So that's a very good improvement. And the other thing is this new design screen reduces the airborne and dust on the surfaces. Unlike this one, they create kind of little dusty surface here after each cleaning rotation, which is not really a big deal for me, but it helps for people with allergies or stuff. The other thing I want to show you is the waist drawer. This one, you can see when you put the waist drawer, it's kind of large, I mean long and shallow, and the filter is here. And you can remove also the rubber mat, and that's how it is. But the new one is, in my opinion, better designed because it's shorter but deeper. And it has the rubber mat that I don't believe is detachable. Maybe it is, but I tried to, didn't work very well. But the good thing about that is it doesn't come off, unlike this one, which is sometimes a pain in the ass because this comes off when you're moving stuff. This doesn't. And here you can see you can buy more liners and stuff with that code. Oh, the other big difference is this is a more tightly, how could I say, it's tightly sealed when you shut it, unlike this one. This is not tightly sealed. So that's another difference because it helps to keep the odors under control better. Every time you do stuff, you gotta reset. And this one doesn't. the filter here is located here, and with the new one, the filter is located underneath this globe on the outer surface, located just sitting here on top of this over here, which is a more strategical position to catch the odors. As the odors rises, it catches the odors. And what else, my friends? One of the major differences that I haven't mentioned yet is this Little Robot 4 is much quieter when it's rotating. I like this one, that even though to me it was never a problem, it was a little louder. It is a little louder. So that is a big improvement for people that need to locate this unit next to the bedroom or in small areas. It's much better option. Also, another great improvement with the Little Robot 4 is that on the app, in the Whisker app, you can check the cat litter level if it's low or optimal. So if it's low, you just know that you have to put more. And with this one, obviously that doesn't happen. You don't have any litter level indicator. And the other thing is also that with this one, the sensor kind of detects the movement, the rotation, and it goes through the opening when it's rotating, and it senses the cat waste dropping into the waste drawer. So that helps to determine the waste level on the drawer. In this case, it does have like a measurement of the drawer level, but not as accurate like this one. So that's another improvement too. And what else, my friends? Also, in general, when you measure the diameter of each, this is wider, kind of for an inch or maybe an inch and a half. And when it comes to depth, this is deeper. You can see it uses more space. The height is pretty much the same, but in my opinion, this is very well designed now in terms of the space it uses in comparison to the space inside. It's much roomier for larger cats to use it more comfortably. This, even though it works for larger cats, but with this stuff kind of, it's not very comfortable for some cats to be turning around with this thing sitting here. But in this case, that doesn't happen. It's much better. So now I'm gonna put cat litter on each and show you a cleaning cycle. I am back. I already put cat litter on each unit, and I created a fake cat urine on each to do a cleaning cycle so you can see. I'm gonna start with the Little Robot 3. I'm gonna push a cleaning cycle right now. Some of you guys might know how this works already, but for a comparison, I want to show you, and so you can see and hear the noise level and how the shield works. For example, this never happened before. But it did a cleaning cycle. You can see the waste, the rubber bottom, it drops down, but not quite a lot. You will see with the new one. It's another feature that has been improved. I have to mention this little robot has 6 years old, so it's pretty amazing, and it's still working. And my cat Sophie loves it. She really does. So that's one cleaning cycle with the blue light. Now I'm going to show you the waste drawer. There it is. I'm going to leave it like this open. And now I'm going to push a cleaning cycle for the new little robot 4. Oops, I made a mistake. It's here. This is the cleaning cycle. Sorry about that. I'm so used to push the reset that I push it again instead of cleaning cycle. You can see and hear it's much quieter than the robot 3. You can hardly hear the rotation. Then another thing I wanted to show you, look at how much this rubber bottom drops down. Much more, which means more capacity to release every single thing from it. Not so much stuff sticking at the rubber. Now I will show you the waste drawer. I'm gonna leave it open like this. Another difference that I missed explaining to you is, for example, here to line the waste drawer, you have to stack it in every corner. But with this one, you don't have to. It's just put it on top, and that's it. It's much easier. So the sensor is telling me that the thing is open, so I have to reset. Here the same. Nothing. Sometimes it turns on, but this time it didn't. And that's all. I'm going to explain the differences, some differences on the app. And this is my comparison between the Little Robot 3 Connect and the Little Robot 4. So thanks for watching my video. Bye bye.